You ever stop to think about how one single everyday word could unlock this giant idea about how we communicate? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's dive in. Okay, so here's the word we're going to look at today. Polish. Simple, right? You've said it, you've read it, you know what it means. But it turns out this word is part of a very exclusive little club, and that gives it a whole hidden layer of meaning.
So, yeah, what is it? What makes polish so special compared to the thousands of other words out there? On the surface, it seems totally ordinary, but its spot on a certain list makes it pretty exceptional.
And here it is, the big clue, coming straight from the Simple English Wiktionary. It's on the Basic English 850 list. And that right there, that's the key to this whole thing. But it immediately makes you ask another, much bigger question.
Exactly. What on earth is that? To get why polish is so important, we first got to unpack what this list is all about.
So, Basic English, it's not just easy English. It's actually a complete, self-contained system. The whole point was to create a tool for super clear, direct communication, especially for people who are just learning the language. The big idea was to boil this huge, complex language down to its most essential, powerful parts.
Just 850 words. Let that sink in for a second. Right now, you probably know tens of thousands of words. This system says you can express almost any idea using just this tiny, carefully chosen set. I mean, that's a pretty wild bet on the power of keeping things simple, right? Okay, so let's circle back to our word of the hour, polish, and see how it actually works inside this crazy system. I mean, how do you even define a word when you only have a few hundred other words to play with? All right, first, just a quick little note on how you say it. Even in a simplified language, you can see the details still matter, like this little difference between the UK and US pronunciations.
Now for the verb. Check out how simple and direct this definition is. To rub something with a cloth to make it smooth and shiny. But here's the really cool part. Every single word in that definition, rub, cloth, smooth, shiny, is also one of the 850 basic words. The system literally defines itself. It's a closed loop.
And these examples really drive it home. The sentences are built with that exact same core vocabulary. It makes them incredibly direct, so easy to understand, there's just no room for confusion.
And here's the noun form. And again, just notice the logic. A special liquid used for polishing things. It builds directly on the action, the verb that we just learned. You can see how it's all designed to be interconnected and really intuitive.
And boom. This sentence just pulls it all together perfectly. It uses both the noun, polish, and the verb form, polishing. It's just a perfect little snapshot of how these simple building blocks can create clear, useful sentences for real life.
Okay, so that's a neat little language lesson, but so what's the big takeaway here? Why should we care about this system that was thought up way back in the 1930s? Well, it matters because the whole philosophy here is just this powerful argument for simplicity. It's a great reminder that communicating clearly isn't about using fancy $5 words, it's about getting straight to the core of an idea. It basically proves that you can build really complex, amazing thoughts from very, very simple parts.
So, in our world today, with all the information overload and complicated jargon everywhere, what could we maybe learn from this really radical idea? I mean, could a core of just 850 words really change how we talk to each other? Definitely something to think about.